Welcome to XY Craft Studio, Nora here. In this video, let's thread a needle for embroidery. This type of embroidery floss is commonly used for craft projects. We can see it's made of 6 strands. You can use all 6 strands, or you can separate as many strands as you need. For example, if we need 3 strands for the project, this is how we separate them. First, cut a piece of thread about the length of our forearm. Hold the cut end and lightly brush the tip of the thread so it's easier to see individual strands. Take 3 strands in one hand while holding the other 3 in the other hand. Start to separate the strands by pulling each group in opposite directions. If you start to feel a little bit of resistance, use your thumb to hold the unseparated part of the thread in place and continue to pull until the strands are completely separated. Now, we have our thread ready. Hold the thread in your non-dominant hand with your thumb and index finger holding very close to the tip of the thread. You can wet the tip of the thread if needed. That will make the strands stay together and easier to thread. Take the needle. Using a needle with a larger eye is recommended. Hold the needle in your dominant hand, bring the eye to the tip of the thread, and push the thread through. When the tip is pushed through the needle eye, use the thumb and index finger of your non-dominant hand to hold the needle in position. Then, use your dominant hand to pull the thread through. When embroidering, we'll hold the needle with our dominant hand's thumb and index finger, and use the middle finger and ring finger to hold the thread around the bottom of the needle to prevent the thread from falling out of the needle eye. The final step in threading the needle is tying a knot on the other end of the thread. There are 2 ways. One is tying directly at the end, like this. The second way is, while holding the thread, bring the tip and place it over the middle section of the needle. Use the needle holding hand's thumb to hold the tip in place on the needle. Then, wrap the thread around the needle 3 times. While these 3 fingers are still holding the thread, use your thumb and index finger to hold the loops on the needle. Apply just enough pressure to keep the loops on the needle while the needle can still pass through. Then, use the other hand to push the needle through the loops and bring the thread through. Keep holding the loops while the thread is passing through until approaching the end and you start to feel a knot forming. Now, we've made a knot and are ready to stitch. Thank you for watching and making something with us. See you next time!